Hi guys, and welcome to the Rocket League Replays YouTube channel. Today, we want to present
is
a
back
video
at
replay
Worlds,
of the match
but can
between
they
Karmine
withstand
and
the fury of
Esports
South
during the Rocket League World
America?
Championship.
It's game time!
Don't forget to subscribe and hit a like. Enjoy.
History repeats itself in the same arena. 2 years ago, these two teams played with everything on the line. Johnny, this time they play to take on Falcons and have 2 lives in that double elimination bracket. Let's get to game number 1, brought to you by Progressive.
Yeah, you know, Rise and Vatira, they already had their shot at their revenge in Swiss. Couldn't get it that time. Will they be able to get it in the much preferable situation? It sounds, at least from what I can hear, that the crowd is back in FURIA by a significant margin. So the blue wall are the bad guys locally.
Should confirm to you all at home, by the way, they were saying blue, not boo. Tira, not been able to quite get a hold of it. Best of 5 here for this tiebreaker game. Reminder as well that the loser of this one will be playing almost immediately afterwards. They will take on BDS. We somewhat agreed, Johnny, that no matter who plays them there, BDS will be going in as the favorites.
Yeah, it's going to be tough, you know, coming off a loss in the opening series of the day, immediately then having to play against BDS. We're just sitting backstage watching this one, maybe doing a little bit of warm-up. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, it's hard to pick anybody against BDS there. So this is really a must-win if you want to have that extra life. The winner of this will have 2 lives in the bracket. Loser of this will get a chance to play for 2 lives later against BDS, but there's no guarantee.
Back out again, Lost will be straight up there. I thought he was going to challenge, but instead that is a mega early free to get the block. Both these teams fighting over that midfield possession. That won't be on target, but so will be pretty comfortable, and he has got Rise on the far side well covered.
Yeah, Rise just a few seconds ago had a pretty nervous touch, rushed it a little bit, hit it a lot more vertically than he wanted, and Vatira couldn't get back to his own sidewall hit, completely missed it. I think that, you know, shows that KCorp are coming out fast. They know that FURIA play at an intense pace. They're trying to match them, but by doing so, in the high-pressure stage environment, they might be pushing themselves a little bit too hard out the blocks.
Here comes Vati. Couldn't quite find the bump onto Lost. Just won't quite settle for either of these teams at the moment. Everyone has a good defensive line going. Tira does get it past Jan. Lost looking backboard. He should be challenged. He certainly is. But this is the best position FURIA have had. They've got dropped backboard. Oh, my. Miss, but, well, nobody from FURIA expected it, because why would you?
It's definitely KCorp to look like the nervous team. Still, that was Rise missing an uncontested ball in defense. FURIA have had the better chances. Trevino nearly scored. That's going to be another shot on target. Vatira will easily save it, but not the best clear. It's going to be pounced on by Lost, and Vatira doesn't have a lot of boost here. Nice outlet pass, though. Saw the pre-jump challenge in the midfield and avoided it well.
And here comes Rise. Tried for the infield pass, but Vatira didn't quite fancy going all in for that one. And neither of these teams have had a chance to play in front of the crowd just yet. They got their job done nice and comfortably during the actual Swiss bracket. Also, both teams very experienced when it comes to land gameplay. Nato going towards the wall. The 100 boost didn't spawn for him, so all right, you got to go for plan B. Plan B is the fake. Trying to just squeeze a way through, but that's not happening. FURIA have got absolutely everybody back. Corner, Rise, almost dunked. Good chance here for FURIA. KC are the ones that track back, and they can't get the ball back out their own side of the field.
Yeah, FURIA look comfortable. This is a stage, like we mentioned, that both Jan and Lost have had success on before. Lost eliminated a strong Dignitas roster 2 years ago when he played for the club, went game 7 against his then big brothers FURIA. So eliminated by his now teammate Jan, and Jan, of course, semi-finalist. I mean, they were definitely the team who had the better run last time they played at Dickies Arena when compared to Rise and Vatira as well.
I'm sure Lost reminds Jan on that occasion of, like, he was that close to taking them to Game 7 overtime.
Do you think Jan reminds him
that they won it?
Won?
I'm sure they certainly do. Here is Jan, over to Lost. Rise keeps it away, still 0-0, 50 seconds left to play.
Yeah, that's great stuff by Rise. He saw the fake coming, played the ball so that the defender in the goal line wouldn't have to worry about too much. You know, for all of FURIA's comfortability on the pitch, the fact that they've been more consistent. They still haven't got a goal for it. That was almost a big dunk for KarmineCorp. Going the other way, ceiling double for Jan. He reaches it, it's saved well by KC.
Now Vatira's turn. Rafinho has to pre-jump. One of these might go drastically wrong for a defender. There is a lot of pre-jumping as the third man. Vatira has to escape getting bumped. Jan, pass, Rise. FURIA have had a lot of good possession, haven't made too many opportunities of it. Same can be said both sides. As a tame opening 5 minutes might result in OT. Oh, one more chance! A little bit of a decrease in heart rate, but we still go to overtime.
Yeah, FURIA have had the better chances, but KarmineCorp have held on. They've had some critical saves, and now they are starting to ease into this game a little bit. If they can steal this one, if they can go against the run of play, against the momentum of game one and take it, will they be able to win over the crowd, who at the moment seem FURIA favored?
Well, FURIA did simply seem the better of the team. It wasn't dominant by any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah.
Both these teams have a long way to go.
Oh,
And there's a massive mistake! Oh! And you cannot do that with KC.
Oh, it's Jan as well. He's just completely missed that, trying to get a touch vertically.
Bumps might very well tell you what we all want to know, which is that we are ready to get back into game two. KC took the first one, 1-0. Well, we have had quite a bit of a stop since then. What can both of these teams now bring out now they've had a chance to fully acclimatize to that stage?
Atto and Vatira taking turns here, dribbling here. A couple three-point turns in the opening seconds for Fatty, which is unusual to see, but those slight repositionings can be done if you do have the time. Oh, Jan is looking dangerous. Had everybody in a panic briefly before Rise takes control on the backboard.
Oh, Lost's going to have to leave that one for Rafinho. FURIA still looking for their first goal, which has been a little bit of a recurring theme throughout this time on the stage, where getting that first goal of the series has been very difficult. Power had it, Vitality had it. FURIA will not want to add themselves to those ranks. Here comes Rise, plenty of time. What can he do? Ooh. Leaves it, and it's put wide. Follow-up tries put high. And KC run out of opportunities.
Yeah, it looked like Atto had the clear-cut chance out of the lot of them there. They all had chances, but it made sense for both Vatira and Rise to just make sure they're not hitting a goalkeeper with their shots. I think Atto's was more uncontested with a top corner to aim at. However, crossbar to the rescue for FURIA.
Good landing there as well from Rise. He's always got an extra touch that you just don't expect, and that's not a good clear. It's an equally bad shot.
Yeah, slow shots and really easy to save shots coming through from KarmineCorp. Jan leaves this one and demos the goalkeeper. Again, KarmineCorp are there. When one player gets taken out of the game, there's another coming in behind him. Defensive structure looks to be in place for the blue wall.
Well, Jan's got plenty of time. He's also got a reset off the backboard. He got bumped for his troubles. KC are getting there, but they're not going to get to this one. 1-0.
You know, for a second, as the ball's coming across the goal here, I thought Lost had hit the post. He needed to avoid Rise with that one. Rafinho was there just to make the goal a little bit bigger, even if he did hit it out of the net, which, of course, as we can see, he did not. Lost first on the score sheet for FURIA. Now fake kickoff, point-blank range sheet coming through for KC. Ball goes to their half, but they're more than fine with the boost coming in to support the attack.
Jan gonna reset. He's off the demo as well. Lost can go for a pinch. Couldn't find it, but the smoke screen, who's going to get there first? It is going to be KC. Nice reset, but what can you do after the fact? FURIA keep avoiding these back wall demos. KC seem pretty intent on grabbing a hold of. In the reset. I would like to see KC just that, a little bit of power, try and force things awkwards. It has been solo plays early, and that could have very easily drifted down on the counter, and Jan couldn't get to it.
Yeah, he just ran out of boost at the critical moment. He would have had that if he had maybe just 5 more boosts. That was going to go flying towards the KC net. End-to-end stuff here. Still, when we look at the total series, FURIA have controlled the majority of it, but it is also close with only 2 goals being scored, 1 for each team.
Very awkward between those two as Tira does finally escape the clutch. Out to Jan again. KC have had these dropping so awkwardly. Phenomenal saves.
Oh
this
my.
first one has got to be good. They've done well yet again. Now boost totals. It's only Vatiro of anything. And
KC made so many heroic stops, but eventually a miss comes through. Vatiro is trying to catch the ball on the back wall. Both Atto and Rise had no boost, and I'm pretty sure they would have calmed that. Vatiro knew he had to take control. A simple soft clear is not going to do in a situation like that. But while trying to play with the full catch, ball control, he messed it up, and it's 2-0.
Very nicely played there from Atto, but 90 seconds. FURIA comfortably in the lead. Nice far side. Back passing out, but he's found a way. Well, you've got to get creative these days. Make it obvious. Most defenses can just see that line between the ball and the person you're trying to pass it to. They cover that immediately by Lost. He is straight at that one. Finio after the bumps. That one's going to drop to him. FURIA are running away with it.
Too fast. They're simply too fast as, once again, Drafinho pounces on the soft clear and makes his own rebound. I mean, KC knew this was going to happen. You could see in game one, they were racing to every ball, sometimes racing to balls that were not actually contested. And now FURIA are starting to take control. If KC stole game one, FURIA have dominated game two. It's a FURIA favored series by the looks of things. Oh my.
That could bounce anywhere. FURIA have well and truly settled. Jan. No point trying to go too much further forwards. You've got 3 goals to the better. And only 35 seconds left. It would be a miraculous display from KC if they were to try and make anything of this game.
Yeah.
Might be very much looking towards the next one.
Well, this could be something for them. Vatiro backboard. He's going for the pass back to Rise, who is a bit too far forward for a pass that high. Like you mentioned, miracle would have been needed to come back against a FURIA in fine form like this. And it looks like the time has gotten away from KC. It's probably, you know, something needs to change here for KC. It is 1-1 in the series, which is obviously fine. But they were panicking a little bit in game one, and now FURIA have completely blown them off the pitch in game two. We had 3 goals and many other chances. No consolation goal for Karmine either. Regain needed. Who play super fast, super aggressive. If you can just play as fast or slightly slower, then you're at least going to get a touch on the ball that they're trying to hit. And then if you can control those touches, you know, FURIA have been known to be counter-attackable. If you allow me to use that as a word today. It hasn't really been that case today though. FURIA have been disciplined. So we'll see how it goes in game 3 for KC.
Nice challenge. FURIA always seem to have somebody else back. Again, for me, I just want to see KC put some power on some of these hits, force FURIA to expect something different other than an outplay. That's been a little bit one note for my taste, says Vatiro will do exactly that. He's infield! Significantly more clinical.
Yeah, Drafinho got bumped here by Atto, who then swept into the box, turned and shot the ball bottom corner. But that was a huge bump from Atto and Drafinho. Drafinho would have got back to his own ball there, had it not been for Atto clipping him before he went into the center of the box.
Bounces out nicely for Rise. Atto is just hounding away at Jan. Now the infield yet again. KC have found something that works. And they should have had a second goal for it. Now we go to the counter-attack. Fake for loss. That was beautiful.
Oh, that could be considered a 2-goal miss by Karmine Corp. Immediately afterwards, they've conceded in the other direction. Great comms on the fake there from FURIA, knowing that there was a free shot for their approaching player. Karmine Corp will, like you said, feel like they should be leading this one 2-0.
There was a couple of times in game number 1 as well that they had missed some pretty easy by their standard shots. Cannot afford to be something that repeats itself. Here comes Vati, 0 boost, so just put that one into an awkward spot and then go and steal your opponents. I do love the way that FURIA position though. There's just so much trust. But the person on goal has got it covered. Maybe this was not the time to trust him.
You know, just after a brilliant back pass, Lost tries to mid-pass it off the wall, but Drafinho didn't read it. or it wasn't communicated in time. He was going wide, expecting Lost to pop the ball one more time. Miscom there by FURIA, not really on the same page with the passing play, and Karmine get another one.
That's the first real misstep I think we've seen from FURIA in quite a while. And tried to get that one over to Lost. That pinch doesn't go their way either, so very scrappy few minutes. Can Vatira punish them for it? In goes a toe, that one's up high. Been a relatively frequent phrase when it comes to KC. Nice pop, but where's the next player up? It is going to be Yan. Challenging one, challenging two. Yan will happily take on everybody if given the opportunity. But 3 minutes left to play. It is still KC with the lead. That might change somewhat soon, though. FURIA have got this on lock, or at least they did until that whip.
It was definitely looking pretty good there for FURIA, but now it's gone the other way. And yet again, the crossbar to the rescue. Third time this game that Karmine have rattled it. FURIA still have a lot of time to play with. We're not even halfway through game 3. But this is by far the highest amount of offensive productivity that Karmine have had at this point in the game.
They've certainly adapted. Trofino trying to get his team back into this. That's certainly a good way to do it. Vatira had to stay very alert. Now Rise with Vatira in the midfield. The infield passes have been coming pretty frequently here from KC, but they have still managed to hide it well enough where FURIA can't get there more often than not. This is such an awkward position to play from in that corner. Difficult to create much. Wow, Yan. So much power.
It's just unbelievable skim that he was able to get on that ball. 2 minutes to go. FURIA having to do some more defending. It's Karmine Corp's midfield looking a whole lot more impenetrable than it did last game. And, you know, it's been a while since we've seen Karmine Corp make any mishits, make any mistakes. Will he be back and save this? Oh, it's nearly an own goal. Atto diving back, almost put that into his own net, but it is off the post and out of danger. Oh my goodness, FURIA with a pre-jump follow through. What is going on as both teams start to get immediate follow-ups of the ball?
Jan's going to immediately go for it, but so's Atto. Lost with the pickup. First touch somewhat let him down. And that will be first one up. KC still got good pressure. Minute and 20 on the clock. Lost lurking behind enemy lines. Couldn't find his way to the ball. Here's a toe, side wall, double tap.
Atto plays the miss and gets rewarded. By far the best game for Karmine Corp continues. Yan off the post with his own car as Atto doubles it in easily. FURIA need something, and they need it soon before Karmine Corp move to double match point.
This is not the way to start it. Vatira's just going to fake out his positioning. No point going forwards. Here comes Rise. Reset goes low. Still blocked. FURIA do not look happy whatsoever in this position. Cannot find a way out. KC won't make it easy on them. Up they go, trying to hold that midfield yet again. No breathing room. Drops out backboard. That's awkward. But Vatira well read. Now it's so doinks it onwards. Will it drop in? Not quite. Crossbar still against them.
It's so close so many times for Karmine Corp. A complete role reversal when compared to Forbidden Temple, where FURIA dominated, but now time is getting away from them. They're trying to pass the ball out of defense. That's how they got scored on for the second Karmine Corp goal of the game. And now with just 20 seconds left, FURIA can't wait any longer. They're gonna need to take those risks.
And what's scary here is if KC could just hit their shots, this could very easily have been 4 or 5.
Oh yeah.
Big questions need big answers in the next minute. FURIA looked like the better team for 10 minutes, but they didn't get 2 wins for it. And now they are against double match point, or they will have a date with BDS. In the world for a long time, but just like Falcons, they haven't been able to get to that final stage and go and pick up that win. That would really cement one of those regions.
Oh, what shot to start things off, Rise. And now Atto, again, now intentionally hitting the crossbar this time. Karmine Corp start game 4 on the offensive end, but a beat coming through from Lost. Follow up from Drafinio, reset. Does land, but he couldn't get back to the ball.
Yeah, the ball just popped away from him. Fatira just going to play that one away. Drafinio right behind him, still on it. The zero boost will not help his cause. Fatira with 100 when he went up. He'll have very few when he gets down, but you can see he holds the 14. Just trying to prioritize that recovery, which so many players have to do these days. Decent power. Lost would love a bit more boost, but he didn't have to do anything. Just allowed KC to psych themselves out.
That is a disgusting fake by Lost. Air rolling to really make it as convincing as possible. Fatira only got a small piece of the ball. Lost easily able to force it through him. So many counter-attack goals in this matchup. KC's game plan seemingly is to defend by attacking, and that's pretty much Furia's identity. So expect to see plenty of transitional gameplay, end-to-end gameplay. So Atto forced to make an awkward defensive touch.
Fatira is just going to full send, get rid of it. Again, Atto straight to him. Still losing the challenge, but drops out very nicely for Rise. The backflip from Lost. It's going to take him a while to get back as well. Landed with zero boost, couldn't really get much, but his team has covered him. And they will not have any issues from that, as that's going to drop out nicely. Drafinio still with low boost. Furia just keep arriving with a player with 20 or less.
Yeah, they don't want to overcommit against KC. Rise had an open backboard there, couldn't find a target or a teammate in the middle, something in between. Didn't really work out in their favor. Lost does look dangerous in this game. He obviously scored the first goal with a fake. The second time he mixed it up by just hitting the air roll shot. Fatira full boost in defense will be able to track down his initial soft touch, turn it into an irritable 50.
And he's got a 100 as well. Infield pass, Fatira! One-man army! Sends it over to Atto to finish it off.
And he finished off that sequence beautifully. Steals the boost, nips into the corner. What was probably expected to be a 50-50 from Furia's POV was a fake challenge from Fatira. He just jumped onto the back wall, came away with the ball clean, and found his teammate in the middle.
Fake kickoff as well. You already know KC have got a lot of different strategies when it comes to the start of the game. Rise on the reset. That is so much power. The Furia know that quite well. They've got there with plenty of time to spare. Oh, here is where Furia have made some mistakes in the past. Demos will certainly help out. Fatira there reasonably comfortably, but it's after that 100 boost has managed to get a hold of it. Will that cause Furia to have to stay in the backside of the field? Yes, that demo does give them that room, though, as Jan's going to go up, bumped for his troubles.
It's just like game 3, plenty time for Furia to play with. They were in this exact same position, and then they overextended with a risky passing play to give KC the lead. Fatira is really coming into his own now. Controlling the pitch, defending well against Furia at one end, tearing them apart at the other.
Oh, what a good first touch, and somehow Furia are able to get to it. Here has been the danger man, though, for Furia. Can he find enough demo? No, he can't, but he will get the 100 boost. That might leave time as it goes out to Jan. Met at the point of contact. KC rock solid when it comes to their rotations.
That was another mind game attempt to Drafinio this time, trying to fake out the KC defense. Will not fall for that 2 times in one game, it would seem. Furia and KC playing each other so close at the business end of the series. Good play by Fatira, low boost, but still making an effective defensive touch. He really has, for me, taken over the game in game 4.
Oh, the bump as well, and it will sit still. Atto's got the brace.
Oh, well, what on earth happened here for Furia? The ball was bouncing dangerously, but Lost completely misread the ceiling bounce, ended up in front of the ball, and could not get it into the back corner. Had he just waited on the ground a little bit longer, he wouldn't have even had to predict the ceiling bounce. But the fear of KC beating him to the ball made him jump earlier than he was comfortable with, and he was made to pay.
Now the reset for Tira. Can't get it over the top, but they don't need to now. KC started slow, but they are finishing strong. 1 goal to the better. Is that about to change? Drafinio's left a lot of work to do. Now Rise looks to try and show him how it's done. Ceiling, reset, backboard, next one up will not be KC.
KC sitting deep with 2 there, and one of those 2, Atto, wasting even more time as now Furia boom the ball forward, but it's not even past the first challenge of KC. We're defending in successful waves right now. Such an impressive step up mid-series by KC. Since then, it really does look like they are the team in control. The crossbar or the post, pick your favorite, saving FURIA from another 3-1 deficit.
Looking for the ceiling. Rise has been here often. He's tearing them apart, but Lost will not blink. Now they chase the opposite side of the field, but 2v2. KC did do enough. Oh, but the miss! And he's won the crossbar! The enemy of KC is their friend in Game 4. Now they just have to get the ball down to the floor, and they will secure themselves a spot in our top 6.
Well, that was an unbelievable defensive miss from KC. The FURIA did not expect, but they had it. They missed their chance, and KC advanced.